beaver sign. And I've wondered where their either bank dens or houses might be. And I see one right now, straight in front of me. It's kind of a combination of a house and bank den. But man, the water is not very deep. Maybe it doesn't freeze in the winter. I don't know, but I don't see a feed bed. They've obviously been feeding over there. Lots of sticks. It's just interesting. Somehow they survive. Point on the Clark's Fork. And I have a Goddard caddis size 16 on from yesterday that worked well with the brookies on sunlight. I'm going to make a few casts with it, but then I'm going to put on an Adam's cripple of similar size. Don't know what it is yet. Caught him on the Adam's cripple. Not very big, but he took it solid. And it's a rainbow. Little guy. Yeah, maybe next year, buddy. I had 2 other refusals before I hooked that one. Well, I'm going to stick with those Adams. It's a darn good one. Sometimes I think some of these brookies are so darn small that they can't get it in their mouth. Although I'm a firm believer that trout don't miss. This looks like it might be another little rainbow. Whoops. We won't know. It's a quick release. I'm always okay with that. Goes again. Looks to be another rainbow the way it's fighting. All about the same size. Not big, but fun. But this one is a brook. Compared to the ones yesterday, these were pretty small. But, oh, that's not a brook, that's a rainbow. Okay. Hold on. Yeah. A little beat up now, but this is my Adam's cripple. There's another one. Looks like another rainbow. Well, the Adam's cripple is doing the job. Adams is just such a tremendous fly. Yeah, this might be a male brook trout. Seeing some orange. Yeah. Male brook trout in its breeding colors. Caught a nice rainbow out here a couple of days ago and a few brook trout. Several days. Both rainbows and brookies. It's got the depth, it's got the cover with the fast water. We'll see what it says today. Hoping he can find a cute female, for sure. Nothing big. And a little orange guy. A rainbow, but no better. We'll see. Not about the size, it's about the fun and the fight. And they do, even these little ones fight hard. I love rainbows. I wish they would breed naturally back in southeast Minnesota. Yeah. Cute little 8-incher. Took it fair and square. Just missed 2. Adams is something. Very easy fly to tie, much easier than a parachute, and it works just as well. And the cripple represents a mayfly that's tempted to hatch and things didn't go so well. Yeah, this is definitely the biggest one of the day. Probably a 9-10 incher. Cuties. Acrobatic. I've had them come jumping out of the water for it. released a couple in between. I figure you only want to see so many of these unless I get a really big one. The number of rainbow today is really surprising. This is a brook, so yeah. Another nice, looks like a male rookie. Just with nymphs, but not with anything else, just simply because it's so small. But I just got a nice rainbow here. Quite a ways down there, so that's the downside. But yeah. We took the Adams again. That's the biggest one of the day. Yeah. These rocks aren't easy to look over on. Oh, he's safe. He's gone. Oops. No, he's not. Okay, buddy. We'll get you in there. Hang on. Get that out of the way. There we go. I knew there had to be fish in here. It was just really difficult to fish. So many snags. Probably the best I'll do now. Yeah, probably not. Too small. I'd probably put them all down. Yeah, almost hung up on that one. Okay. Oh, that's nice. I'm glad I tried it. Several fish in the last week. We'll see what's going on today. Well, I caught a fish here. Looks like a rainbow. Also discovered that my patches on the felt part of my boots didn't hold. So these waders have seen their day. And next year I'm going to make sure not only do I have a complete patch kit, but that I have an extra pair of waders along. So the first year I didn't bring any. So I'll be wet for the morning. Of the run I was just in, where I caught 2 rainbows and a rookie. I saw some fish rising up here too. So we'll see. It's got depth, but it doesn't have a lot of cover, or even the water, fast water to make cover. And I think that's probably why. We'll see if there's anything different today. It was a rainbow. I caught him up just below the upper log. Wish I would have had the camera on. Oops, there's another one. That one was a miss. I don't know why I've not even gotten a look in the past, but there's at least 2 in there. 3. There he is. Little guy. The Adams. Oh, I think I'm hooked up on a rock. I lost my Adams. Oh, that's too bad. Oh well, I've got more. Nice about tying your own plies is you can have as many of a particular pattern as you want to bother with. So that's nice. Let's see if there's any more in here. Whether I put them down. No, not that fast. Not that fast. Doesn't look like it. Let me try once. Over there. Oh, not quite. Oh, it's a good one. Yep. Yeah, I'm glad to have the camera on that time. Nice delivery, nice hookup. Yeah, it's a good one for this tree. I think it's a rainbow. Looks to be. The first few days they were kind of scarce. Well, is it a rainbow or is it just a bigger brookie? Might be just a bigger brookie. Yep. That's a good sized brookie. Colorful. Very nice. Just a itty bitty brook trout, but took the Adams very nicely. And his colors again. Yep. Seems like there's more males today than females. Oh, not sure. I think it's just a bigger brook trout. Once you get in that snag, we're not going to let you do that, buddy. What is a rainbow? Yeah. Cute little fish. Alright, lost a decent rainbow. That would be the fourth one out of here. So I'm not going to give up yet. Well, hard to get him to hit a second time after he's gone. There he is. That's a big one for this creek. I'll have to footnote that. I can't tell. It looks like a brook trout. My net tailing me here. Yeah, another nice male in spawning colors. They're one of the better eaten trout too if you're going to eat them. I had trout twice this week, all caught out of the park, of course, because you can't keep anything in there except for rainbows and brookies, and you don't catch many of those in the northeast corner anymore. All right, let's get him out of there. Using a cinnamon ant, and all I got was refusals, but there were a few in there. Let's see what happens with the Adams. Wind's starting to pick up. Damn it. There he was, but didn't get hooked. There's one. Probably all I'll be able to catch out of there, as small as it is. Like a brook. These may not seem very big, and they certainly were nicer at sunlight yesterday. But for a Rocky Mountain brookie, these are not bad, and they're bigger than they were the last 2 years. Damn wind. Yeah, I think that's going to probably be it in a small pond, or pool, I should say. Probably put them all down for a bit. Okay. For the day and the trip. And the first day I was here, I caught and lost 2 decent rainbows on nymphs, and I haven't seen them since. So we'll see if the if the Adams cripple does it. But I just had a really nice rainbow come up and miss it. Right in there. And I probably won't do it again. Oh, yes it did. Or another one. This one doesn't look quite as big as that one I missed, but it might be the same one. They all look big, you know. But, so, maybe you're one of the ones I lost on nymphs. Not big, 9-10 inches. But a fun fight. Now I've got one. I don't know what it is yet. It's just a fish. I think it's a brook. The Adams just has it, man. The Adams just has it. Yeah, another nice male. Caught fair and square. Top of the mouth. You just missed it. I had a nice rainbow on there. I had just turned the camera on when he hit. You know, believe me, it's not a fish story. Darn it. Now, of course, nothing happened. It was a nice one. It was definitely a rainbow. All silvery when it came out of the water. Huh. Well, maybe I'll just leave it on here. This looks like a decent fish. I think it's the same one. This is a good way to end the hunt. I mean, the trip. Oh, it's a brookie. That's a decent one. Get a hold of my net. Cannot reach that darn thing. Have you ever had that happen? Huh. Well, we'll have to do it by hand. Nice brookie. Good sized fish. Took that one fair and square too. You don't need barbless hooks outside of the park, but I use them all the time anyway. I don't know if it really matters one way or the other, but I certainly don't lose fish because of that. At least I don't believe I do. I wonder how many more I can catch out of here before they get too spooked. Alrighty. See how many more fish I could catch out of here before I put them down. But another one. Little rainbow. I know there's some bigger ones in here. I just missed one just 10 minutes ago. Okay. They're all taking it really nice. The other day I had trouble with every fly I tried in terms of diffusers. Oh boy. I might be hooked. I gotta figure out how to get hooked. There we go. Yeah, he might have suffered some damage. That's not good. I don't like to hurt him. Sometimes when they get hooked, no way around it. I'm gonna stay with my bank to see how many roots over there. I got hung up and the camera was off. Unfortunately, I got it out. Well, we may have finally found out how many more I can catch before I put them down. I don't want to give up on that waterway up there because rainbows really like that fish. It's sometimes shallow water. Well, I think I'm getting near the last cast of my trip. Today has been a really great way to end because I just caught a ton, probably 30. You can get them all on film, but you know, rookies and rainbows. There's cutthroats in here, at least there used to be. For the last 2 years I've caught cutthroats in here, but I haven't caught a cutthroat the whole trip in here. So, one more cast, and that's it. And that's it. I was walking back and I just thought, well, I'm going to try. And it doesn't look like very productive water, but this is the third little brookie I've caught and released it here. So, but this will be the last of it. I just saw another fish rise up there too, so they're active.